Oregon Trail, Indian Springs Water, Kaiser Transport, Black Distributor, North Powder Cafe, and Beers Upholstery. This is the number 10 of Lloyd Bigler.
Woo!
We're going to move to the outside. What row are we in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, we're in row 9. A lot of cars.
How many laps?
I think 30.
Row 9, outside. Car number 77, all the way from Maple Ridge, British Columbia. What's your name, young man?
Woo!
All right, maybe that doesn't work so well with the helmets, but in car number 43, he came all the way from Manchester, Washington. He is sponsored by Welter Brothers Construction. The number 43, C.J. Welter. I can read. You put the glasses on and you can read. Here we are out of Sheldon, Washington, the 5W. You know, well, he's here all the time. Devin West.
Woo!
Here's somebody we don't get to see all the time. He came down from Kitimal, British Columbia. He's sponsored by Cal Tire in Kitimal. This is the 26 car of Richard Meyer. Let's move up to row 6 on the outside. You know him well, he's out of Olympia, Washington. He's sponsored by Night Fire Protection. Big round of applause for the 27, Jake Hyder. Oh, he's got a good crowd behind him. Here we are out of Speedway, Washington, sponsored by Econo Sign and Carbonado Customs. He's in a 34 Ford, the number 36, Arc.
It's Robert Clark.
We're moving up to the outside. This young man is 12 years old. Yep, it wasn't a typo. He's 12 years old out of Graham, Washington, your 5th fastest qualifier tonight, sponsored by Mike Barrett, Quality Lube and Tune, Advanced Septic and Construction, as well as Olympia Overhead Door. 92 of Levie Jones. Here's a fan favorite. We've known him from the tuner class. He's a past champion out of Puyallup, Washington. Edwards Exterior.
Well, actually, last Sunday he turned 13. Last Sunday he turned 13.
By Stormy and Felicia. It's the number 9 of Jerry Carball.
I think it depends on the track, but I think 12. But we had to send in his resume of his
Bonnie
racing.
Lake, Washington. Sponsored by Mom and Dad, Grandma and Grandpa. It's the number 10 of Kyle Kinzenbach.
Woo!
I was told before the race, he comes to us from Kent, Washington. He's an NHRA funny car drag racer. The real deal, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Crable.
Woo!
Santa Claus! I know him!
And all of a sudden we realize that he's not in his own row. Will you look at that? This is a wonderful driver. He's a fan favorite. He's out of Rochester, Washington, right down the road. He's sponsored by Genuine Auto Glass of Lacey, Fasten All of Lacey. Thanks, Mom, and Black Hornet Studios. You know him as Dustin Johnson. We're moving up to the outside of row 3. This is a test race. This is the 2P. He's from Terrace, British Columbia. Sponsored by Cal Tire. He's in a 34 Ford Coupe, the number 2P of Phil Hustad. Inside of row 3, we've got the 37 car. I know this car. This car is fast. He's out of Bremerton, Washington. He's sponsored by A&B Construction. It's Bob Bishop.
Woo!
This guy had a little bit of a drive. He came from Postal. Idaho's tonight, folks. Post Falls, Idaho, other side of Spokane. Sponsored by ABC Supply, Mechanic Pride, Les Schwab, Lori, Tanner, and Taryn. Also, Flat Top Roofing and Emo's Rapid Lube out of Centralia. This is the number 7 of Tim Lacey. This guy was fast in the heat race. He's all the way down here from Whitefish, Montana. If you want to retire in God's beautiful country, head to Whitefish, Montana. Sponsored by Accutine, Napa from Whitefish, Montana, and Joe's Racing Products. It's the number 43K, Nick Knudsen. There we go. I heard that one. All righty. Now we're going up front, ladies and gentlemen. This is the front row. This is where you want to be. This is where the clean air is. And this is where I find on the outside out of Puyallup, Washington, the 29 of Don Rogers.
Woo!
This person's been fighting this car all night long and doing a splendid job doing it. He comes to you from Puyallup, Washington. He's sponsored by Williamson Kemmer Motorsports, One Type Customs, Product 41, Blue Line Graphic, Fullest Kart Racing, and he's also looking for sponsors. It's Tony Williamson! All right, I need all of you now. Kids, as loud as you're not allowed to scream at home, you're allowed to scream at South Speedway. So on the count of 3, you probably know the words, but help me with drivers, start your engines. 1, 2, 3.